photographer, have you ever looked at an image and wondered, where do I begin with photo editing? In this video, I'm going to give you some ideas. Hi, I'm Darlene, and in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transform your image using both bokeh and texture overlays to create something unique. So if you're ready to learn how to enhance your images and give them a little extra punch that they need, let's get started. Okay, so this one, I'm going to take it directly into Neo, just in the essence of time. Okay, now it's telling me I'm editing a copy and I'm going in as a TIFF. Yes, that's fine. Okay, so again, keep in mind that now that I'm going this way, the new image that I get will not be editable. It will be a cooked in version. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and add a layer. Now, for those of you that have Neo, I noticed that there's actually an update today, and I haven't done that yet. So if you have Neo, go ahead and do the update. So this one, I want to get some bokeh that are like blue and orange, and I don't have any loaded in there. So I am going to add an image. Now I need to find those bokehs again. So bear with me as I have, this is how my folders are organized. So on my hard drive, so I know how to find things. Everything is a nice little subfolder. See that? Again, I want to get one that's got probably some orange, right, to go with the lanterns. But we know that we can alter the color after it gets added as well. That one's got a little bit of orange and some blue, so that one might work well. And I think that one's already in Luminar. Okay, that one might work well. Okay, so let's remember number 19. That one might work well. I think 19 is going to be the one. Okay, so let's go with this one. Okay, so it added it into the images. Now I just need to add it as a layer. Okay, remember opacity, blend mode. Okay, let's try overlay. And we got a couple of bokehs. Remember, I can flip it around. Okay, soft light is literally just softer than overlay. This almost looks like the moon, doesn't it? Let's see what happens if I go screen. Okay, so screen lightens everything. I don't know. Let's go back to overlay. See how overlay actually adds contrast? So everything in this section here is looking for whatever is darker in the new image. So let me just turn it up to 100%. In this blend mode section, darken, multiply, and color burn are looking for anything that's darker on this layer than the one below. And that's what's showing. Okay, so we're only seeing the darkness here. So that's the opposite of what we want. Lighten and screen show anything that's lighter than the layer below. Okay, so that's why we're seeing that. Right? In overlay, in this section, it's adding contrast. So anything that is gray, right, it's looking for gray and adding to that area. So it's adding it in the midtones. Okay. I honestly don't remember which one I used here. I know I did a version of this image before. Yeah, soft light. Maybe I did use one of these other ones. Let's see. Maybe it was the pink one. Maybe I did add pink. Let's try this one. Aha! So I'm going to hide this layer. Okay, so experimentation sometimes. I can't remember which one I used. Screen tends to lighten everything, and I'm just looking for the bokeh. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's kind of cool. So let's keep them subtle. And again, I'm just going to mask it off this lantern. Like that. See how when I mask it off the lantern, it looks like it's behind? See the trick? See that? See, there's this thing coming down on the lantern there. See, it looks like it's behind. I would do a little better job masking here because I'm kind of doing a rough job. But see how it looks like the bokeh is now behind? See that? So that's the trick with masking. And I'm not sure that I want it up here either. Oops, I'm on paint. See? I noticed that I was on paint. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, now they're pink. If I want them to be more orange, we can shift the color. Okay, so let's check the color. We can shift more orange this way. Let's see. Yeah, I've kind of gotten rid of the color now, haven't I? Let me fix this. Okay, let's see. I just want to shift it a little bit orange. Look at how we can change the color. Hey, amazing. Blue actually looks good too. Blue actually looks really good. Pink. Still want orange. There we go. Now we're getting closer. Something like that. Right? And if we want more color, we can just go into develop under the white balance. Give it some more yellow. And take away that pink. Now we kind of match the color a little better of the lanterns. Okay. So there's our before and after. You can see a little bit up here. Don't like that one. Let's remove that one. And we could also add a texture on this one if we wanted as well. So I just actually made a new texture pack, which we haven't really told everybody about yet, of Moroccan textures. So if you would like to have some textures from Morocco, you can check out our new Morocco texture pack. Okay, overlay and soft light definitely work well for textures. Right? See how it's looking like a painting now? Something like that. Okay, so there's our before and after. I'm not happy with that texture. I like a different texture. A lot of this is just playing around, right? I'm just literally sort of seeing what works. I'm looking for a rough texture. Oh, this is a pink one. This one might work okay. Overlay for textures works really well. There we go. That's more what I was looking for. I'm looking for something to make it look like it's like an old Japanese picture, like an old lantern, right? And I might even go sepia on this one, right? So something like that. And the mood. You notice that the LUTs have now been categorized, which is really cool, right? I like the sepia one. So again, remember this is only applying on the base layer now, okay? So I can make the base layer look a little bit more antique. But if I want that color to appear on all of them, I have to apply it to all three, okay? Something like that. Might darken this image a little bit. Okay, so see how one thing, I apply one thing, and then I got to go back and apply another. So now we've applied a bokeh overlay, a texture overlay, and then went back and edited the original image to give it more of an antique feel. Right? Let's take that back into Lightroom. And there is our new version. So let's take a look, because now I've done this one a few different versions, right? So let's take a look at the before and after. Okay, so this is the original. This is the one we just did in the middle, and that's the one I did previously. Okay, so original, one we did today, and the one I did the other day. So obviously I used a different bokeh. I had some, oops, I had some big yellow ones and blue ones there. And I just totally forgot which one I used. But you know what? Made something totally different, right? So there is no right or wrong when you're doing this kind of stuff. This is what's called artistic license. You are free to create at will. If you enjoyed this tutorial, but you don't have any overlays of your own to use for this technique, check out my Ultimate Bokeh collection in my store. There's a link for you in the pinned comment right below the video. To watch more photo editing tutorials, click here now. Until next time, take care.